The message wasn't meant for him. At least, that's what she kept whispering to herself as her thumb hovered over the glowing screen, her heart pounding so hard it felt like it might split her chest. It was supposed to go to her sister. It was supposed to be private. But in a single, trembling instant, Emily Carter, a struggling single mother of a 5-year-old boy, accidentally pressed send and set off a chain of events that would change her life forever. The desperate text, Emily's life, had become a careful balancing act of bills, exhaustion, and quiet tears behind closed doors. By day, she worked double shifts at a small-town diner, her apron stained with coffee and the scent of frying bacon. By night, she collapsed into the tiny one-bedroom apartment she shared with her son, Noah, praying that tomorrow wouldn't bring another emergency she couldn't afford. That night, her landlord had just delivered the final blow: 2 weeks to pay the overdue rent or vacate. No savings, no family nearby, no one to call, except her sister, who lived 3 states away. Emily's shaking fingers typed a message, each word soaked in fear. Chore. I don't know what to do. I'm behind on rent. I can barely afford food. I feel like I'm failing Noah. I'm scared, Sarah. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. But in her frantic haze, Emily didn't notice her sister had recently changed her number. Instead, the text went to a stranger. To the billionaire who answered miles away, in a sleek glass penthouse overlooking the New York skyline, Nathan Hale, a 34-year-old tech billionaire, was ending another lonely night. His life was a blur of board meetings, private jets, and hollow achievements. To the world was untouchable, a genius entrepreneur worth billions. But behind the carefully curated smiles and glossy magazine covers was a man who hadn't felt needed in years. His phone buzzed with the message. At first, he almost ignored it. Wrong numbers weren't worth his time. But something about the raw, unfiltered desperation in those words made him pause. Nathan read it again, slowly. The fear, the exhaustion, the aching love of a mother fighting for her child. It pierced straight through the walls he had built around his heart. Instead of deleting it, he replied, Chore. I think you sent this to the wrong number. Are you okay? Tintu, a connection neither expected. Emily froze when her phone vibrated back. The message wasn't from her sister. It was from an unknown number. Her stomach dropped. Embarrassment burned her cheeks. She typed quickly, mortified, Chore. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Wrong number. Please ignore this. But Nathan didn't ignore it. Chore, no need to apologize. You sound like you're going through something. If you want to talk, I'm here. Emily hesitated. She didn't trust strangers. Life had taught her not to. But that night, with her son asleep beside her and the weight of the world crushing her chest, she typed back. And just like that, a conversation began. Tea late, night conversations. What started as a few polite texts turned into nightly exchanges. Emily never shared her full name. Nathan never revealed who he was. They were just 2 voices in the dark. One mother clawing her way through hardship, one billionaire secretly starving for real connection. She told him about Noah's obsession with dinosaurs, about the way she skipped dinner to make sure he ate enough, about the terrifying, quiet moments when she wondered if love alone could keep them afloat. Nathan listened, really listened. He found himself drawn to her courage, her honesty, her relentless devotion to her child. In return, he told her about his own emptiness, how wealth had given him everything but meaning. For the first time in years, Nathan felt alive. The first challenge, but real life doesn't pause for late-night conversations. One rainy morning, Emily came home to find an eviction notice taped to her door. 7 days. Panic clawed at her throat. She texted Nathan without thinking. They're kicking us out. I don't know where to go. Nathan's response was immediate. Chore, let me help you, please. Emily's fingers hovered over the screen. Help, from a stranger. Every instinct screamed no. But then she looked at Noah, coloring dinosaurs on the floor, blissfully unaware of the storm outside. Chore, I can't accept money, she wrote. I just needed someone to listen. But Nathan respected her refusal. But he wasn't about to give up. To a billionaire's secret plan, while Emily worked double shifts, Nathan quietly pulled strings, using only the fragments of information she had shared. Her town, her diner job. He tracked down the landlord. Without revealing his identity, Nathan paid the overdue rent in full, securing the apartment for another year. Emily discovered the payment the next day. Her heart raced. Who would do this? She texted Nathan. Chua, did you pay my rent? A long pause. Chua, you don't need to worry anymore. He finally replied. Consider it a gift. From one human to another. Tears blurred her vision. Gratitude mixed with anger. I told you I didn't want charity. You tore. It's not charity, Nathan wrote back. It's a lifeline. Everyone deserves one. The revelation weeks later, Nathan finally asked to meet. He didn't want to hide forever. Emily almost said no, but something inside her, something brave, said yes. They met at a small park where Noah liked to play. When Nathan approached, Emily's breath caught. He wasn't the kindly retiree or faceless stranger she'd imagined. He was tall, striking, dressed in a tailored coat that probably cost more than her monthly rent. You're Nathan Hale? She whispered, recognizing his face from countless news articles. Yes, he said softly. But I'm still the man you've been texting. Just me. For a long moment, Emily said nothing. Her entire world tilted. You're a billionaire. She finally managed. And you're the bravest person I've ever met, he replied. To the slow burn, trust didn't happen overnight. Emily refused to be a charity case. Nathan respected her pride. Instead of sweeping her away with grand gestures, he showed up in small, steady ways, helping Noah build a school science project, sharing late-night dinners after her shifts, teaching her about budgeting and investments so she could build a future of her own. They became partners. Friends. Something more. Nathan found meaning in giving without expectation. Emily found strength in letting someone in. Slowly, their text messages turned into phone calls, then into quiet evenings on the couch while Noah giggled over dinosaur cartoons. The final test months later, Emily faced another crossroads. A prestigious culinary school accepted her into their program, her lifelong dream. But the tuition was impossible, and it meant leaving the safety of the life she'd just begun to rebuild. Nathan offered to pay. Emily refused. I need to do this myself, she said, tears in her eyes, and she did. With Nathan's emotional support and a small scholarship she earned through sheer determination, Emily enrolled. She worked, studied, and graduated, proving to herself that she was capable of creating her own success. The powerful ending, 2 years later, Emily stood in the grand opening of her very own cafe. Noah, now 7, wore a tiny apron as he handed out cookies to customers. Nathan stood by her side, not as a savior, but as an equal partner and a man who had fallen deeply, quietly, hopelessly in love. As she looked around the bustling cafe, Emily thought back to the night she sent a desperate text to the wrong number. A mistake that wasn't a mistake at all. Sometimes, the universe answers in ways we can't understand. Sometimes, one wrong number is exactly the right connection. Message to the heart. This is more than a story of chance. It's a reminder that courage can bloom in the darkest moments, that help doesn't always mean weakness, and that love, real love, is built not on wealth or pity, but on trust, patience, and the belief that we are all worthy of a second chance. Because sometimes, the text you never meant to send is the one that changes everything.